Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I want to just talk about things we can do when we're looking for some hope or when we feel like we just need a little more hope. Sometimes we go searching because maybe we're having a bad day or things feel uncertain. Maybe things feel a little overwhelming, or it could just be, you really just want to have a more positive or optimistic outlook. And, we know hope isn't about just putting a positive spin on things, but it doesn't hurt sometimes to have a few strategies that you can kind of lean on or lean into when you have those kinds of days. So, hope we know can show up as something small. It can just be a little thing that kind of just helps us turn the corner and feel better about everything. It can just be a reminder that we're safe and that we're loved and that we're cared for. It could be a story that we remember of a time when somebody did something kind for us, or maybe when we just had a really good experience. So, if you're looking for a little of hope today, here's a couple of things that you can try. And these are things that I go to often. One is to just borrow somebody else's hope. Read a story of someone who overcame hope, or even better, talk to a friend. Or there's a couple of Instagram accounts I like to follow where they talk about hope and hopeful things a lot. So I have like a little list, and you can make your own list of hopeful resources. I hope this podcast is one of those for you. So if you ever need a little boost or a little just shift in mindset, hopefully this can be that for you too. Another thing that I go to often is limiting the noise. Look, there are serious things that happen in the world. And, as a citizen, I want to be informed and understand what's going on. But I also know for my own just well being and mental health, there are days when we just need to take a break, maybe staying off social media for an afternoon or an evening, just stepping away from those things occasionally to just get a mental reset and to also just be in the here and now, in the present moment. When serious things are happening, we want to know about those, but often it leads us to sort of catastrophizing, worst possible scenarios. And look, some bad things may happen, or some really unfortunate things may take place, but they may not, and they're probably not happening right now. So limiting the noise, taking a step back has always, always been helpful for me. A couple more things. Number one, also, you can just look for helpers. That's a Mr. Rogers thing, but I think it's worth remembering, right? You probably have a couple people in your life that can help you just reframe things. I know I certainly do, that are willing to just listen to me when I'm having one of those days. And I hope you have somebody like that in your life. And another thing that you can just do on your own is to just write down, you can write a note to yourself on your phone, or if you're an analog type person, write down 3 or 4 things that went right today and yesterday. Even small things count. Because hope isn't always found in big answers. Sometimes it's just found in the small evidence that good things do exist. You're cared for. People love you. And when you notice it, hope has a way of growing. So if you're searching for hope, I'll encourage you to start small. Find one small step that you can take and let hope meet you there. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.